You're going to want to stay for this one because LeAnn Rimes' transformation isn't just one change. It's a whole journey, and it surprises people for more than one reason. Some folks talk about style, some talk about her voice, some talk about how she carries herself now compared to earlier years. But the most important part is this. Transformation is not always about looks. It's about growth. Watch the video till the end, because the biggest change isn't something you measure. It's something you feel when you see how she shows up today. When people say someone transformed, they often mean a new haircut, a new wardrobe, or a new body. And sure, LeAnn has changed her look over time. That's normal. Everyone changes. But with her, it feels bigger because the world has watched her for so long. When you grow up in public, every change gets judged like a test. People compare you to old photos, old performances, old headlines. That pressure can be intense, and still she kept going. That alone is a transformation most people don't talk about. One big part of her story is confidence on stage. If you watch her perform, you can feel when someone owns the moment. Early on, it's common to see nerves, especially with someone who becomes known fast. Later you can see the comfort, the control, the way she breathes through a song like she lives inside it. That's not just talent. That's experience. That's learning who you are when the lights are bright and everyone has an opinion. And yes, her style has evolved too. There are seasons where she looks more classic, seasons where she looks more bold, and moments where she keeps it simple. What makes that interesting is not the clothes themselves, but the message behind them. Style can be armor. Style can be play. Style can be a reset button when life feels heavy. And when you see someone move from trying to fit a box to choosing what feels right for them, that shift can look stunning because it feels free. There's also a very human side to transformations that people forget. Stress shows on people. Happiness shows on people. Confidence shows on people. And when someone finds steadier ground in life, it can change their face, their posture, their smile, and the way they interact with the world. That's why two photos taken years apart can feel like two different people, even if no huge change happened. Life itself changes you. Now, let's be careful here, because the internet loves to turn transformation into a harsh sport. People will praise someone one day, then tear them down the next. They'll zoom in, judge, and act like they know everything. But no one knows the full story from a photo. So instead of doing that, let's focus on what we can clearly respect. Resilience. When someone stays in the public eye and keeps creating, despite noise and criticism, that's strength. Another reason people react to LeAnn's transformation is because her voice has always been such a strong part of her identity. You can change your hair, your clothes, even your whole vibe, but when you sing, the truth comes out. And over time, a voice can deepen, can gain emotion, can become more controlled. That's growth. That's practice. That's living through things and bringing it into the music. So when people say she looks different, I think the bigger point is that she sounds like someone who has lived and learned. So what's the main lesson here? Transformation doesn't need permission. It doesn't need a perfect plan. Can be messy, can be slow, can be quiet, and it can still be stunning. LeAnn's journey reminds us that people are not frozen in one era. You are not the same person you were years ago, and you shouldn't have to be. Change is allowed. Growth is allowed. If you've ever felt stuck in an old version of yourself, take this as a reminder. You can move forward. You can try new things. You can rebuild. You can show up differently, and it's not fake. It's life. If you enjoyed this kind of story, like the video, share it with someone who loves glow-ups that are about more than looks, and drop a comment about what kind of transformation you think matters most. Style, confidence, or inner peace. And if you want more stories like this, subscribe and stay with us.